Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
I hope you're all fine. So, we'll begin the class within 2 minutes. Right? Today, we'll be discussing root words. So, I hope I'm audible to you all. There is no background noise. All right, so let's begin. I believe most of you have joined the class. So, I'll be sharing a PPT with you about root words. So, basically, what do root words mean? If you have noticed that most of our words we have a basic word, right? And sometimes we add another word to it, which might change its meaning, right? We might add that word in front of the particular word or at the back. So the ones which we add on the front, we refer to them as prefix. And the ones we add to the back, they are the suffix, right? So, for example, there is a word able. In case you add un to it, it becomes unable and the meaning completely changes, right? From able to unable. Similarly, it could be disable as well, right? Then we have the word taste, and if you add less, less at the back, that is the suffix, it becomes tasteless. So taste, tasteless, right? So in these words, the words which we are adding to the front are referred to as prefix. The words which we might add at the back, they are suffix. And the word which is the basic word is the root word, right? So let's move to the next slide. So the root word is the body or the basic structure of the word, and it is a word which does not have a prefix, any word added to the front or any word added at the back, right? So, and what words can we add to this root word? As I already told you, we can add a prefix, which is a word attached before the root. Then we may add a suffix, which is a word attached after the root. And there is also an example, infix, which is a word which is attached within the root, right? So in this, we'll basically be taking a note of what different root words are there, or basically what are root words, right? So I'll be sharing the syllabus with you in the group. You'll notice that there is one topic of root words in your syllabus as well. So you might be asked to identify the root word within a given word. I doubt if they'll ask you the prefix or the suffix. So here is an exercise for you. Now you're supposed to figure out the root words, prefixes and suffixes in this slide. Right, so you may respond through your audio or you may respond through the chat. So here we have this word unzipped. So what do you think is the root word in this word unzipped?
Ma'am, un prefix.
Yes, un would be the prefix. You're right. Okay, yes, Ankit says that zip is the root word. Very true. And what about ed at the end?
Suffix.
Yes, that would be the suffix. Then we have the word searched. Yes, so let's move on to the word searched. Very right. So Pradeep and Tamanna say that search is the root word. Yes, Rushant and Abhishek, you are right as well. Vishakha, you are right as well. So search is the root word and ed is the suffix. So what about enraged? Yes. So en is the prefix, very true. And the root word would be rage, very true. And we have added d at the end to indicate that it is of the past tense, right? So we have a word rage, we have enraged, en, and we have also added d at the back. So root word would be rage. Rage means anger. All right. So let's move on to the word unloading. Yes, a lot of you are responding and you are correct. Un is the prefix, load would be the root word, and ing is the suffix. Very true. So moving on to dismount. Yes, Tamanna, you are right. Dis is the prefix and mount is the root word. Yes, Vishal, you are right as well. Yuvika, Ajijit, all of you replied correctly. Now let's move on to tramping. So yes, the root word is tramp and ing would be the suffix, right? Yes, very true. What about disappointment? Yes, dis would be the prefix. Appoint would be the root word and ment would be the suffix, right? Yes, you are all of you are replying correctly. Moving further, we have the word unfriendly. Yes, Ankit, you are right. Yuvika, Shalini, Tamanna, you are correct. Abhishek, very good. So you all of you have been able to tell that friend is the root word in this word, un is the prefix, and ly is the suffix. So moving on to this word beloved. Yes, B is the prefix, love would be the root word, and D at the back is the suffix. All right, very good. All right, so moving on to uneasy. So yes, un would be the prefix and easy is the root word. And what about dishonest? Again, a very simple word. Yes, dis plus honest. You're right about it. Then what about homeless? So home would be the root word and less would be the suffix. So these were quite simple words and all of you replied correctly. Yes, home is the root word and less is the suffix. So moving further, let's take a look at the answers. Though we don't need to look at them, you have replied correctly to all the words. Yes, home is the root word, less is the suffix. So here we have the root words zip, search, rage, load, mount, tramp, appoint, friend, love, easy, honest, and home. So now let's take a look at few prefixes which are most commonly used. Yes, definitely I'll share the previous year question papers so that you know that pattern. Basically, since you do not have much any part of the literature with you, you only have grammar in your syllabus. So yes, as many previous year question papers you can solve, all the better you will be prepared for the exam, right? So we'll try to solve maximum previous year question papers. Yes, I'll share this PPT as well in the group. And also the syllabus, I'll make a note of these things. Questions, right? So now here we have a few prefixes which are most commonly used, right? So let's take a look at these. So we have the prefix anti, and it means against, and an example is anticlimax. So task for you is take your time and think of few more words with this prefix anti, right? Take a minute or two, think of more words which we can. You are most welcome to reply in the chat or even through the audio. Anti-national, very good. Anti-aging. All right, what is the meaning of anticlimax? Antioxidant, antivirus, antisocial, anti-inflammatory, right? Antibodies, again a very trending word. Anti-culture, antibiotics, anti-clockwise, very good. So antidote, you must have meant antidote, which is antibiotic, all right. So anticlimax means if you notice that in our movies or if you're reading a novel, there usually comes a point of, where the story is quite stuck there and you're waiting for what would happen next, right? That point of absolute suspense. So that would be the climax. However, if the story is quite disappointing and it takes a turns against what you might have expected, right? So we term those storylines as anti-climax or that point in the story as anti-climax. कि जो क्लाइमैक्स होना चाहिए था उसके ये डिफरेंट ही हुआ, आपके एक्सपेक्टेशंस के ऑपोजिट कुछ हुआ है, राइट? द स्टोरी वाज ऑलमोस्ट एट अ वेरी गुड सस्पेंस वाला पॉइंट, बट सडनली इट टेक्स अ वेरी स्टूपिड टर्न. So that would be anti-climax, right? So yes, antioxidant, antibiotic, very good. So you have a lot of words, right? So, and since we have discussed all of these, I'm sure you'll be able to remember them as well. So moving further, we have the prefix D. Now D means opposite, and an example of this word is D-value. So come on, let's think of more words. All right, so demoralized. Dedicate would not be the word. Detachment is correct. Demerit is correct. Demortal, deactivate, right? Like we say, deactivate your account. Degrade, that is true. Demand won't be the word. You have to think of the word where D is a separate, it has been used as a prefix. So in the word decide, it is a complete word, decide. Similarly for development, it is a complete word. Same is true for dedication as well, right? We do not have a separate word, let's say CIDE, or for development, it would be starting from V, right? These are complete words. However, in the word demotivated, motivated is a separate word, right? Similarly, demoralized. Decode, yes, decode. Definitely is again a complete word in itself. Ly is no doubt a suffix. Degeneration, decelerate, right? Decomposition, yes. Then no, again degree won't be correct here, right? Even descent is okay. Descent, I'll have to check about descent. I think it's a complete word in itself. All right, degenerate, yes. So wherever there is a word generate and you add d, it becomes degenerate and the meaning completely changes. So those can be correct examples of the word where prefix has been used and the meaning has been changed, right? So let's move to dis. Dis means opposite of, right? Or it means not. So what examples can you think of the word dis? Disable, disappointment, dislike, yes, disrespect, disjoint, disconnect, disadvantage, very true, disown, yes, discharge, okay, dishonest, disqualify, yes, again, yes, dislike, these are all true. So these are all correct examples of words where dis has been used as a prefix, right? So let's move further. We have these words n and m. N is cause to. So we just discussed the word enraged. Similarly, we have the word enact. So for em, we have the word empower. So what more words can you think of? Enable, employment, encourage, enlighten, yes, empower, enlarge, enhance. Enjoy is a word in itself, I believe. Enhanced, all right. Entangle, very true. Enclosed, enforce. What other words can you think of? Enforcement, again, that is also true. Impact, beta impact is with im. Embitter is true. Enlarge is true, right? Encourage, yes. Enrage. So yes, since one of you mentioned the word entertainment, I think entertainment is again, entertain is a word in itself, right? So there is no root word in this word entertain. Similarly for enjoy, enjoy is also a word in itself. Yes, embitter and empower, these are two examples. Correct example. Embody, yes. All right. Should we move further to the next word? Embrace, engulf, true. So what about the word for? For means before or in front of. Forever won't be correct, right? Similarly, forbidden. Foresight is correct. Forehead, forward, yes. Forgive is a word in itself. Forefather, yes. Foreman, foreshadow, foresight. Fortune is again a word in itself. It has no root word in it, right? Forecasting, foretell, yes. Four legs, four limbs. Okay, the word foresaw. I had foreseen, right? Foreknowledge. Forbidden is again, I believe, a word in itself, right? It does not have a prefix in front of it. Forefinger, forerunner. So yes, we have a lot of examples now, and I hope you'll be able to, recall these if required. Other than that, I'll recommend that you can take a pen and a paper with you and note these down, right? Since these are part of our discussion, I have not mentioned them here, so it will be a good exercise for you if you just keep noting them down as well, side by side, right? Other than that, this video will be available to you for later if you want to view it and revisit it. We share the links with you. So let's move on to the word in or im, right? So Definition is usually in also makes it the opposite of the word. I am also makes it the opposite of the word. So for in we have income and impulse. Impossible, imperfect, impact, imbalance, incomplete, improvement, important, insignificant is correct, immature is correct, invoice, instead, invite, inconvenience would be correct, immortal would be correct, inactive, yes, immigrant is true. Okay, what else do we have? Intention, right? Include, imitation. Indigo, I don't think so. Indigo would be a correct example. Interval. So you have a fair good idea of what words we can make using these two prefixes, right? Introvert. Encourages with E. Impatient. That's a good word. So let's move on to IL and IR. Ill and ir. So these also mean not. Irregular, illogical, illiterate. Irritate would not be correct. Irritate is a word in itself, right? Irrelevant, illegal, yes, irresponsible, indirect, illegitimate, okay, irregular, illustration, irrational, all right. So we have a few good examples for these words as well. So let's move on to inter, which means between or among. International, internal, intermission, intermediate, interstate, intercity, right? Interested won't be correct since interest is a word, right? And ed is the suffix, right? I believe there is interzonal, intercontinental, right? Intersection, interstate, yes. Interactive won't be correct again. Invent is a word in itself. Interview, similarly for interview, yes. Intercity is correct. Intermittent, interface, intervals, right? So we interconnected. So yes, all these are correct examples for inter. Now let's move on to the word mid, which means middle. Midway, midsection, midway, yes. Midnight, midday, right. Mid-season, mid-year, okay. Midlife, okay. Midget is a word in itself. Like mid is not a separate word in this. Midfielder, midlands, midrib, mid-century. Even like you have mid-semester test, right? Your MSTs. Midterm. All right. So now let's move on to the word miss, which means wrongly. Misfortune, mistake, misconception, misunderstand, misbehave, mislead. Mission is again a word in itself. Miscarriage, misspell, misguide, mismatch, yes. Misunderstanding, right. Misbehave is also correct. Misprint, yes. Misleading. So missing and mistake, these are also words in missing में जो root word होगा that would be miss, right? Misread, misplaced. So misuse, very good word. All right. So we have a lot of words with miss as well. Now let's move on to non. Non, which means not. Non-vegetarian, non-stop. Non-existence, non-stick. Non-essential, yes. बेटा uneducated होता है, non-educated नहीं होगा. Non-resident Indian, yes. NRIs. Okay, nonsense. Non-payment, right? Non-governmental, yes. Non-violence, non-binary. All right. So I think we have fairly non-profit organizations. Non-existent. All right. So you gave good examples for non. Let's move to over. Over means too much. Overconfident, overview, overthinking. Overacting, okay. Overall, yes. Overexercise. Overcrowded. Oversmart. Overjoyed. Okay. Overflow, overweight, right. So overdo, overpaid, okay. Overbake, overconfidence. All right, what else do we have? ठीक है जी. Let's move. Overpriced, that was a very good word. Overpriced. Overestimate, overnight, overthrow, override. So do we move further? Now we have the word pre, which means before. Overlook, yes. Pre-order, pre-season, pre-algebra, predefined, prefix. Prestige is a word in itself, right? Preview is correct. Pre-test. Prevent is a word in itself. Precaution, prerequisite, pre-planned, pre-booking. Presentation, predicted. Prepare. Pre-workout, pre-school. Yes, pre-pone, like we say this event has been preponed. Prevent is, I believe, a word in itself, right? Prequel, pre-boards. Precious is again a word in itself, right? Pre-primary is correct. Prejudice is a word in itself. Pretend is also a word in itself, right? Pre is not, a prefix here. Pre-built, prehistoric, predetermined. Prebiotic, okay. Prearrange, preview, right. So let's move on to the word re, which means again rewrite, is one example to begin with. Read, remind, retweet, review, rearrange, rebuild, replay. remix, reunion, recharge, recourse, regain, yes, recover, remove, regenerate, realign, research. Reunion is correct, restart, reshape. All right, so a lot of words beginning from re. So what about the word semi? Semi is half, partly, or not fully, and a word is semi-final. So which words can you think of? All right, semiconductor, semi-final, semicircle, semi-detached, semi-formal, semi-retired, semi-aquatic, okay, semi-precious, yes. So we have a few examples to go with. Now let's talk about the word sub. Sub means under, and an example is subway. Subtract, subject, submit, submerge, submission, submitted, substitute, submarine, subsoil, yes,
Subset, yes.
subset, submerged, subparticles, right, subsequently. So yes, all of these are correct examples. Sublime. Okay, I'm not sure about sublime. We'll have to check, since I believe sublime is a root word itself. Submissive, subconscious. All right, should we talk about the word super now? Super means above or beyond. Super intelligence, superficial, superlative, superhuman, Superman, supersonic, yes, superstar, superhit, okay, super over and superpower, right? Market, hero, yes, imposed, Superman. All right, you are all correct about it. So let's talk about the word transmit, superprocessor, yes, supermodel, translate, transmission, transformer, transaction, transparent, translucent, transgender, transistor, transferred. Yes, all of these are correct examples. What about the word un? Un is opposite of or not. All right, so for the word un, we have unable, unusual, unpredictable, uncommon, unreserved, unfair, uncomfortable, unwanted, unreal, untie, yes, unseen, untold, unlucky, uneducated, unfortunate, unknown, yes, very good, unhappy, unaltered, that is also correct word. All right, unknown, unless, unfortunately. So yes, in the word unfortunately, you also added a suffix, right? ly. Untidy, unbelievable, So we are left with the word under. Under means too little, right? And an example is underestimate. Underage, yes. Okay, what else can you think of? Underage, underestimate. Undereducated, I am not sure about it, right? So underachiever, under control, under mission, underneath. So underhand, okay. Underbelly. Understand is again a word in itself, right? Underlying, underground, right? Underutilized. So you have a good idea of the words you can make using these, right? Underprivileged. Okay. So I will just stop the screen share here. We are left with the suffix and we'll be doing that in our next class. All right. Undergraduate. All right. So I'll just take the screenshots of all the participants we have here so that I can mark your attendance. So that was a wonderful effort from your side as well. Wonderful response. Let's just keep it like that in the next classes as well, right? And I'll make sure I'll share the previous year question papers, this PPT, and the syllabus with you. All right? Yes, undercover, underwater. So yes, these are all correct examples. So in case, okay, yes, the book as well. See, we have not found any book which would, cover all the syllabus for you, and I don't want to recommend you 2 or 3 books to buy, right? So till the time we have any book coming up, you can just revise the lecture PPTs or the PDFs, whichever I share. Since mostly it is a grammar portion, so you can also refer to the internet for the same. And I'll try to give you maximum exercises so that you can practice whatever we have learned in class. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next class. In case you have any doubts, you can always ask me. And that was a wonderful response from your side. Keep that up. All right.